This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. So we got Rick Ross continuing to go after Drake, saying, whose nose is this? BBL Drizzy. That nose got smaller. And in one post, he even asked DJ Khaled. He's trying to get him dragged into this beef. So Rick Ross cannot stop himself. He has to keep going. Okay, so he drops another. He says another talking. He's good at talking, and he's good at dissing people while he's talking and coming up with little names.
Back to the luxuries of life. I might write a song today called Who Knows? Who knows? One thing about, I'm going to say this. You niggas with them BBLs, you niggas, I'm speaking specifically to you niggas with BBLs. If you got a fake body, you got a fake mind, nigga. Leave that shit to them cute bitches walking around in YSL heels. Not you bitch niggas in OVO. The pastrami posse. Back to the luxuries of life.
The pastrami posse?
The pastrami posse.
He called them the pastrami posse. Now, is Drake going to go low and do the officer stuff? Is he going to respond to Rick Ross? Or is he going to go straight for Kendrick right now? Again. You know, because he might have to drop back to back. I don't think Kendrick's going to respond within 2 weeks. Even though he should, I don't think he is. Kendrick is one to throw a rock and hide his hands. Look at what this kind of started. Kendrick went at him and Cole. Future kind of co-signed it, right? Future and Metro are together. Drake and Metro hate each other. That's the rumored reason why Drake deaded that song with French Montana. The song sounded like this.
Waist with the face, girl. Niggas can't just get the home base off a date, girl. Taking all them shots to the face, got a pace.
And, you know, French Montana's on that song. It's called Big Pun. It was supposed to be on his new album. It didn't make it. Supposedly Metro produced this. Once Drake found that out, deaded the song. Rick Ross is dissing Drake for a whole nother reason, and we won't find out for a while, okay? There's people that are sitting down. Drake was once the okay, I have to make this point. Drake was once the person that before Wayne, he would, you know, try to get on mixtapes. He was paying Trey Songz for, you know, he was coming up in the rap game. I'm talking like 06 to 08. I would say 06 to 07, really, because this is when he had problems with Aristo. He was just trying to come up. He would be hanging out at Apple Store in Toronto. I don't know if he worked with Littles. I know he worked with Aristo. This is a Canadian rapper, right? And this is around the time Drake's chain got taken too. This is right around the time he met Wayne. His chain got taken. You know, some stuff happened in Toronto, and that's why he's around the Gallo crew. That's who holds him down now. They're called OVO now. P. Rain and all these guys, they're from Galloway. How do I know about this? I shot a video in Galloway with Guillotine, and they tried to extort me and put, oh, we're not paying you for the video, da-da-da-da-da. Right around that time, they were under surveillance around that time. The cops pulled in, and we all got hemmed up. The cops were taking videos in my car, everything. And I told the cops, they were like, what are you doing here? Because they knew I was from... I wasn't from Canada, but my car was there. So they were like, they told me, we've been watching you guys. You get on the highway now and you don't come back to Canada. I got right on that highway and drove my ass back over the border because those cops were watching those guys. Because the Galloway crew is crazy in Toronto. Those are the guys that are holding down Drake right now. P. Rain, Guillotine, all that crew is from Galloway, okay? Now... and Drake has a lot of history here. It's like, so Drake at one point was the guy paying to get on things, and when people tried to charge him to get on mixtapes, sometimes he would have an attitude, or people wouldn't do songs with him because they didn't believe in him back then. Now he's doing the same thing to other people, right? But also like big wigs, like Ross, people like that. I think some of these people are in their feelings because they feel like, oh, Drake will do anything for me, and then guess what? When you're told no, I know it's deeper than this, but I think that's where things started. Okay, with a lot of people. I mean, you got Weeknd mad at Drake because they had their problem from the past. Obviously, if Weeknd's mad at Drake, so is Cash and Belly and all those guys. Even though they worked with Drake in the beginning, they all had a problem with Drake because Belly used to be the main rapper out of Canada, and they did do 2 songs together. I remember that. That was back in 2009, and then they didn't really work with Drake for a while until they signed. That's a big problem they have. Drake wanted to sign The Weeknd, but Sal did a different deal with The Weeknd. He was paying for The Weeknd to get Maybach, ride around in Benzes and stuff like that, and car service, and they wooed him over and they developed XO right together. So Sal and Weeknd, Cash, Belly, they made XO. And there's some other people involved. And things took off and they started their own thing. But Drake always had a problem with that because he wanted to sign The Weeknd. So, they worked together on that second album for Drake, and I think that's around the time I think that deal got solidified because, Drake was trying to woo him over like, yo, we could do this, this, and this, and this. And he saw how big The Weeknd could be. So all this comes from Metro, Future, XO, Weeknd. Now they're just recruiting people that already had problems with Drake. Like people are going to just start jumping in now. Kanye's going to jump in. It's just going to be a pile on. Everyone's going to pile on Drake. Kanye was just dissing Drake 2 weeks ago. So I don't know what the game's saying here. BBL payment. I don't know if he's talking about girls or it's a coincidence. Is it just a coincidence that Rick Ross is talking about BBLs and now on BBL Drake, and now the game is saying a BBL payment is crazy. What is this? Let me see if he's commented on anything. Nope, he doesn't post that much. Now his story, let's see. This is where he says a BBL payment is crazy. That was posted an hour ago. I don't believe in coincidences. I'm gonna be honest with you. So this has some context. Drake says Rick Ross is angry because he's on Mounjaro, which is like Ozempic, right? And doctors prescribe this for weight loss now, even though it is a diabetic medicine. So it says it turned him angry and racist, Mom. That's why he's doing this. So, Rick Ross already teased him for running to mommy. That was fun. That was hilarious, man. He said, you run to mommy. Mommy, they picking on me. It was, I'm just like, dude. Rick Ross is where is it? Where is that? BBL Drizzy was hilarious. Rick Ross is good, man. Oh, man, where is it? I'm not going to be able to find it. I can't reference everything like quickly because there's... Oh, here it is.
Me waking up from a nap, I just realized BBL Drizzy called his mommy on me. He shared their text messages between each other. Cupcake Drake, tell your mama you stayed out past your curfew, white boy.
So of course 50 Cent jumps in. And, Drake was smart for mentioning 50 Cent in the diss because it kind of pulls him in a little bit, and he put the Whoo Kid thing on it because Whoo Kid and 50 Cent architected the beef from the beginning. Their beefs were with Irv Gotti and them and everybody else in the industry. Remember, 50 Cent took on the whole industry at one point, too. Anybody who worked with Ja Rule, he had a problem with. Jadakiss, Fat Joe, everybody. He just took on everything. In a small city. In New York. Not Canada to Miami and to Atlanta and no. New York. It's small. So, Rick Ross continues to respond to Drake. Pastrami Boss. We already talked about that. He added DJ Khaled in this one. DJ Khaled better stay quiet or he's going to lose those 2 features for sure. Just like Khaled doesn't speak about Palestine when he's from there, right? He better stay out of this. If he says something about this, people are going to pile on him because he hasn't said anything about, the war going on over there. Now, 50 Cent says, damn, Monjero makes you angry and racist? We don't need this. Take it off the market. Rick Ross wears a Drake hoodie, and Drake liked that. Okay. That's the big pun thing. We already played that. This is 50 comments. Okay, so Whoo Kid says, finally, someone who understands and mastered the beef mixtape era like we did. It's not easy. That's why Whoo Kid's drop is on the beginning of the record. And then he says, more's coming soon. So Drake has already warned, I'm ready to go again. They're going to let people digest this for about 5 days. I bet you Drake only gives Kendrick 1 week to respond, and then he comes back. Remember, he did this with Meek Mill. He drops one, sees the reaction, he dropped Charged Up, then he dropped Back to Back. If he has a back-to-back and Kendrick takes too long to respond, it's over. Now, Rick Ross is quick. Rick Ross only took an hour or 2. Rick Ross is probably traveling with, if he's traveling with a studio, with Sam Sneak. That's for sure. The industry always mentions Drake and Kendrick and Cole, but yet nobody considers Big Sean's a great rapper, but he's definitely not in the big 3. He hardly drops. You're not competitive enough. This is so funny. I'm going to play a little bit of this. This is reacting to Cole apologizing. The Boondocks. They nail it every time. Because people are just too soft now. They're like, oh, no, he has to be careful with his mental health. Because come on, man. It's competitive, man.
Forgive a nigga for
Hey, hold up. Why are y'all cheering for this light-skinned mixed nigga mentality? Clearly, this nigga's white sauce speaking for him right now. How does nigga go say he couldn't sleep? What kind of soft with a capital T shit is that?
Hey, it ain't felt right to my...
Shut up. What you just did was like LeBron tearing Steph Curry ass up in the championship, Paul's no diddy, then apologize.
They put the no diddy in there.
Did Drake tell you to apologize? Or was you apologizing for being a little sneaky light bright for being in the studio with Metro and Future? Are you playing both sides? Kevin the Red, he dance.
Now, this is the best part. Remember when J. Cole was like, I let Nas down. Da, 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 da. Right? And then he did a whole song about it. Listen.
Hey, Cole. Look, you can go, nigga. You let Nas down again. Again? You let hip-hop down.
Damn, again?
You let me down. I was rooting for you, nigga. What?
Yo, they always nail it, bro. Yo, BBL Drizzy, you gotta be. This is crazy. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll check you guys in the next one. Definitely smash that like button. I appreciate you all. Peace.